Hi guys, welcome back to Decorating Happily Ever After. I'm Jeffrey Kevin. Today we're in my breakfast room and I want to show you my summer sunflower tablescape. It has a color scheme of yellow and orange and green. So let's look around the table. For today's tablescape, I'm using placemats. They have a happy sunflower print on them with a green background. I picked those up at Dollar Tree. And this is sort of a Dollar Tree table. I'm pairing with it these dishes that I got at Dollar Tree also. They have brightly colored sunflowers with a white background. I have the dinner plate, and I also have the salad plate. I think these are really good looking considering they came from Dollar Tree. And I like to mix both old and new dishes, and so I have these little flower bowls. I think they're really sweet. These are Fire King. The color is peach luster, and they add a little bling to the table, and I thought the orangey tone was really pretty. But I like to mix old and new glass, and I'm also doing a Fire King mug. Dollar Tree also had the glasses that go with the set, so I picked up these. And I have a juice glass that goes with the set. And for the flatware, I'm going to be using my bamboo flatware. And I have yellow dinner napkins, and I've just made a little napkin ring myself. I've got a little bouquet of sunflowers and snipped the heads off and taken a little rope and hot glue, and voila. For the centerpiece today, I'm using a pot of sunflowers. I picked these up in the garden center at Lowe's. I think they're so cute. They just look like they're smiling at you. Now I've put them in a green pot. A little moss on the top to cover up the soil. And I thought they'd make a sweet centerpiece. And by mixing the old dishes with the new dishes, I think you get more of an interesting look. I got the plates and the mats and the glasses at Dollar Tree, but by mixing in some vintage pieces, it gives it a little more character, and it's not just a Dollar Tree table per se. So that's how I always tell clients, that's how by mixing things, you can get a more eclectic look. And you don't want to buy everything at one store. You want to buy things at various stores so your house doesn't have a time stamp on it. And it's the same way with dishes. If you mix some vintage, some antique with the new, it gives it a little more interest. I've just put an orange candle here on the table. And this is a sitting hen. This one actually belonged to my grandmother. It's in the green glass. I thought the colors coordinated pretty, so it's not really sunflower, but it goes nicely. Here at the back corner, I added in some Vasoline glass. I've got the 2 cake stands, and I've stacked some Fire King. This is an egg plate in the peach luster, and I've also got a little dish here, a tray or a saucer I guess, and I've put a little bowl in it, and I've just stacked the glass together for no particular reason. Now these mugs, you could use those for coffee, the little Fire King mugs. I've not saw those very often. You see a lot of Fire King. A lot of people tell me they remember their grandmothers having it. But I like it because it kind of has the look of copper. And when I found these set of little bowls, Mother and I were in a little antique town called Hazel, Kentucky. And it's like a downtown with all antique shops. And we walked in the front door of this shop and they had them setting, a table set with them. And she and I just started grabbing them up as quickly as we could. I don't even think we said anything to each other. We just started grabbing them. But there are lots of patterns of Fire King. And I have a lot more of it. I can set tables with it in the future. This is a sugar and creamer. And I believe this pattern is called Laurel Leaf. And I've got plates and teacups and a whole set of the Laurel Leaf. And there's also a swirl pattern. And there's quite a few different patterns in it. But Fire King, they did this peach luster. And a lot of people are familiar with the jadeite. And I do have some of that. But this is the peach luster, and I thought with my pumpkin orange kitchen, and I have lots of copper, that it went pretty. And of course, I always like to put a teapot on the table, so I have a little sunflower teapot here. And I put it on a Vasoline glass cake stand, or cupcake stand. A lot of my clients will say, oh, I don't want sunflowers, they're for fall. I'll mention using them in some summer things, and they always say, oh no, they're for fall. But sunflowers actually start blooming in the summer, so I think it's perfectly okay to use them in the summer. And these plates having a white background, I think they look a little more summertime rather than fall. And here I've got another Vaseline cake stand, and I have a hen sitting on her basket. She's in sort of an orangey tone. This one is a reproduction, this particular hen. Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. If you can't say anything real nice, it's better not to talk at all, is my advice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Be sure and subscribe to my channel, Decorating Happily Ever After, and turn on the notifications bell so you never miss a video. I'm Jeffrey Kevin, hoping that you decorate happily ever after. Bye-bye now.